Okay, pleasant night to each and everyone in the chat. I pray that all is well with your families and friends, loved ones, acquaintances, and other loved ones, and all the good stuff. I want to commend Mistress Weeks for her visit, along with her friend there, her visit to Dominica. Now, that is some bold stuff. I can afford to say that there was a level of risk to your all lives when you made that move, because what the Prime Minister either did or allegedly did really and truly would put the Dominicans at odds with Barbadians. Not the Prime Minister, not the ministers of the cabinet, but Bajans. Okay? Bajans would travel to Dominica. Next thing you know, them pelting rocks at we, and we don't know the reason why. Okay? This lady, the Prime Minister, is truly a despot. You know? Truly a despot. It's something a little bit worse than that there too. You know, to have sex workers, male and female. They got really good jobs or decent jobs. Where during the day, you see them looking very executive. But at night, they are in very close quarters, being the hookers and whores that they are. But you just don't know what's going on. All quiet, everything happening in the dark, behind closed doors, XYZ. 15 years later, you quiet down, maybe um, having a serious relationship now, and probably want to get children and all the good stuff. And guess what? Now they're in the open now. This is something that is happening. Festivities now, big marriage coming up, the whole 9 yards. Next thing you know, the husband or the wife, one of the two, find out that their partner was a sex worker in the cut behind closed doors, and you coming out with this wife or this wife to be or this husband to be, or maybe it happened, probably on a low type of situation. But the point is, when it comes to light, the party then finds out how um, vile that person was, and now people pointing at you, wizzying, you're passing by, and people dropping remarks and all them kind of things, and you, what going on here? What's going on here? You wife or your husband is a tramp. We had he or she this night, that night, run tramp on it, all them kind of vibes. These is things that happen, okay? And so you going in Dominica now, and people pelting big rocks at you. Uh, Somebody might even get killed. I talking about the Bajan, all because of her meddling in people's domestic affairs. And so I really wanted to commend you and that lady for taking that trip. I didn't even know that that is what you guys did, because I haven't been watching the show for a minute, here and there, but I haven't been watching the show for a minute, but it still gets my support all the time. No doubt about that. And then I heard I started hearing this thing about Dominica and the Prime Minister. And so I came online and I saw one or two videos with yourself and some individual or individuals that were traveling with you. So I want to commend you and all those who went down to Dominica. You guys risked your lives doing that. I want to let you know that. And to get the news, to find out what is going on, and to bring the news to us. And now we know now that in 2019, it appears that again, our Prime Minister had her hands in doing bad deeds. Appears. I am not certain about that. Appears. Yeah. But we know she had a hand in sending the military to violate unarmed civilians. And nobody on Barbados say no what they're going on. I mean, so what's gonna happen now? If you could be ordering the RSS to be brutalizing Dominicans who ain't got no weapons, no nothing, so them got a defense force though. They can't got a defense force because they have to rely on the regional security service. So they ain't really got no indigenous defense force. So they ain't really got nothing. And you send these soldiers down there to violate these people. What would she do with us here? Huh? If the masses really get serious and kick up against this despotic prime minister, what would she actually do? Under the Democratic Labour Party, I heard some people complaining about riot gear and all that kind of stuff that come into Barbados. People was questioning, we want to bring that stuff in here for this happening under the Democratic Labour Party's regime. But people question, well, why are we bringing these things in here? When they plan to brutalize Barbadians when they decide to demonstrate? But I guess they're testing it out on Dominica first, like how Israel testing out all the weapons and all the high technology on the people in the Gaza Strip, Northeast Africa. I do not. I hope people understand how serious it is what Miss Motley did in Dominica. That is a very serious thing. And people in the West Indian Islands already don't really got much love for Barbadians because we too cocky. And I'm not afraid to say so because I travel sufficient long enough to know that Bajans are too cocky. Okay? People cry down Bajans a lot, I travel Canada, Trinidad, the States. Just cry down Bajans. They say that we think that we, high and mighty. And then we just actually go there and want to disrespect the program and cause them to really have a reason to hate us. Huh? Anyhow, again, I want to congratulate Mistress Weeks and the other lady, I can't remember her name, but all who was involved in that movement there to Dominica to find out what really transpired and to let us know what also happened back in 2019 and stuff like that. A sad case, boy.